beautiful rays of sunshine. How are you doing? In this tarot reading, let's explore what's blocking us from receiving love. All you need to do is select a pile from these 3 piles marked by these 3 different crystals. Be impulsive, be intuitive, select a deck or a crystal that you feel called to or appeals to you. And find the timestamp of your pile in the description below to skip to your reading quickly. If you're attracted to more than one pile or all of them, it means that there's a lot more energies at play right now in your life and you need more clarity and guidance in your respective situation. You could then watch all the piles that you feel attracted to, okay? In this reading, we would look into the energies that are stopping us to live a life that's full of love, well supported by people around us. Basically, we seek guidance on healing our heart to live in a balanced state of giving and receiving love. I've already done the cleansing, smudging, invocation and selection of the cards. Now please select your pile or the crystal. This is Amethyst, this is rose quartz, and this is tumbled heart-shaped rose quartz as well. Pause the video if you need to connect with them. Then find the timestamp of your pile from the description below or here on the screen right below your chosen pile as well. You can find your timestamp. I shall see you at your pile. Hi pile number 1. Thank you for giving me the permission to do a reading for you. Here's your reading. You have chosen Amethyst, which it is a very good crystal for our third eye chakra and also our crown chakra. In general, it is also very good for protection. Protection and intuition and connection with spirit guides and all of that. It's Amethyst. So that's your crystal. Now let's look at your cards. These are the oracle cards, so we will look at them in the end. And now let's just look at your tarot cards. Vision. You've got vision. Then you have warrior. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, Knight of Swords. Okay, so I am going to arrange the cards and then I will get back to you. This is the signifier card in this reading. This represents you. And just by looking at this card, I am picking up the energies of conflicts, feeling defeated deep down, aggression, and masking all of that feelings and emotions with mind and intellect. Overthinking, over-planning, all of that. And you see, this person is on the move. That is, in this case, it is you that is always on the move. In this reading, it would mean that you do not stay in a relationship for a long time, or it could also be that you might choose to be with the same person, but you change the way you offer yourself to this person. I'm not sure if it made any sense to you. What I'm trying to say is that you change your outlook and perspective of your romantic counterpart and the relationship, and accordingly you change your standpoint. You're sharp, intellectual, critical, and pretty analytical of others or people that you're in relationship with. And you may or may not hold your tongue while communicating with them, But in any case, you have a tendency to score your people and your relationships. But that doesn't mean that you're emotionally numb or cruel or something like that. Quite the contrary, you're very emotional, sensitive. At times, you might as well get illusion due to your emotions. I'm being told you guys hang on to the past events to relish the emotions that you felt in the past because it's something that you know as to how the situation had unfolded in the past, So with that certainty, you let your emotions carry you, as this person doesn't rely so much on the emotions. That is, you don't feel very sure of your present or future events. So you don't let your mind wander around. I also see that in the past you used to have an open mind or open heart, basically. You were gullible, not in a bad way or something like that, but you are innocent and open, but your feelings were hurt. You felt alone and abandoned. Probably it came from one relationship or probably a series of them. Each time you ended up feeling rejected and abandoned, and you put yourself in this bubble, hid your face in your sorrows to such an extent that you failed to notice the love, support, help, all that, blessings that you had around you, and you just couldn't notice them. But you always had one foot out of your bubble, and you're always ask as if you're always requesting or asking for help and support, but you couldn't see it. I mean, because your eyes, or in this case your heart, was so closed that you just couldn't see it, you couldn't even receive them. That's the energy that I'm picking up from this card. I also would like to add that there were other sources of love, but the lost love, the lost one, had you in its grip, entangled and encapsulated. You were in deep pain. You found yourself bound and prisoned in that suffering. It was almost like an ending of love, ending of innocence, and also ending of pain, ending of suffering, and an ending of a cycle. You know what I mean? This was pretty much the time when you decided to close your heart. You didn't let anyone in. You didn't let yourself got carried away by your emotions anymore. You put a strong armor and closed the doors to your heart. Some of you may got divorced or separated from your marriage situation, which led to this situation: pain, suffering, feeling abandoned, and eventually closing your heart. You stop showing your authentic self to anyone or the world. By the way, we stop receiving love because, as per the chakra concepts in the Eastern spirituality, our heart chakra, or Anāhata, gets closed down. The reason could be anything, real or imaginary. End of the day, when there's a disbalance, some sort of disbalance in our heart chakra, we either give love and not receive, or receive love but not give, or neither give nor receive. Okay, the idea is to find the reason or event or memory, anything that has caused that closure of our hearts, heal that situation, balance our system, and come back to love again. Okay, that is the intention of this reading anyway. It's possible that most of you are from the air signs, that is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or ascendant of those signs. Or it could also be that Mercury or Venus, your Mercury and Venus could be in the air signs or earth signs. What I'm trying to say is that in the matters of heart, you are driven by the element air or earth. It is a possibility. Now look at this card here. It signifies Cancer in zodiac. Cancer is a sign that's emotional. The matters of heart, home, worry the Cancers way more than they do others. Financial security too, but that's another subject. If your heart desires a loving and caring partner, a steady, beautiful home, beautiful relationships, you want to be surrounded by loving people and you want to be loved, basically, you need to come out of this air energy. That is, stop being analytical, critical of others, release the mental conflicts and their outward expression, and embrace sensitive, emotional, vulnerable aspect of you, at least in the matters of the heart. Relationships are not driven by logic, Remember, you need emotion to rule them, or emotions rule relationships, is basically what I'm trying to say. They are the life juice of relationships. You pushed away this moon way back in the past, and now you need to pick up this moon. Moon signifies water element, which rules and represents our emotions. Emotions are sappy, like water. They take shape, color, and smell depending on its container. So are emotions. Based on your current situation, your new partner, new relationship goals, you need to invest emotionally into your relationships now. You cannot let your past events, heartbreaks, divorce, separation, feeling rejected and abandoned, pain and suffering drive your present situation. You know what I mean? In some cases, it was you that had caused the other person to go through that hell due to your own emotional insecurities. But that's the past now. You need to let go of that story and create new stories and create them how you want them to be. The warrior card here is holding this this arrow upright. In this deck, the arrow represents the sword, and sword represents thoughts, conflicts, aggression, the activities of mind and intellect. So it is not asking you to let go of your mind and intellect completely. Rather, find a balance. Connect to your moon. In this case, it would be your heart, and then ask your intellect how to be the way your heart desires you to be, and still be safe and protected. Keep moving. Don't get stuck in the past experiences and beliefs you derived from those experiences. Help has always been by your side and it will always be. Start by giving. The mind driven people or the air driven people usually find it very difficult to give. Look at this lady here, look at this person here. She is giving away freely and she is so dedicated in what she is doing. And it doesn't have to be to a romantic partner. Probably there in the romantic context, you have your sense of insecurity, distrust, fear of betrayal, rejection. So start by giving in other relationships. Look how she is giving away to all these fishes, bears, animals, even human beings. Start there. Open your heart. It doesn't have to be physical things, Wish your people on their birthdays, New Year, Christmas, or whatever be the occasion. But when you do it, write or say each word as if those are the last words you're saying to this person. So be very mindful of your selection of words. Tell them what you appreciate in them more. Use your critical and analytical mind to find out how similar this other person and you are. Find similarities, don't find differences. Find his or her good traits, virtues, and not only find them, do let them know about those good things that you feel or think about them. If you can't speak so much, drop them a little text, and when you come out of this hesitation of opening your heart, extend those warm gestures to your romantic counterparts as well. Consider him or her as a human being first, later your partner. That will put things in perspective for you. Please forget what's gone, okay? Please forget what's gone, what's over, what's spilled already. You can't retrieve those days or emotions. Those experiences have taught you, made you who you are today. Prudent, right? Now open your heart and let love in all over again. Focus on what you have in your hand, what you're holding. Count the people that are still in your life, helping you, supporting you, happy for you, looking forward to hear from you. In short, they care about you, they care for you. And that includes this tiny little fish here as well. You know what I mean now? I mean your special person, your romantic interest. Don't kill this person with your sharp sword. Be gentle and polite with this person. If you're already in a relationship, that is. If not, in your next relationship. I'm hearing, if you guys look back, you'll find that you've lost a lot of people, both in platonic and romantic relationships, due to your sharp, blunt tongue. End that cycle now, okay? It's time that you end that cycle. Accept your own faults or flaws and that of others as well. Identify and recognize that it's you that needs the relationship, that needs companionships, warm hugs, quality time with that special person, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we need to identify and recognize and accept that it is we that need the relationship. So stop placing all that responsibilities on others, both in platonic and romantic relationships. Take your own responsibilities and perform them. Create your happiness on your own. Don't put the sword on others' shoulders, is what I'm hearing. Let's look at your oracle card now. You've got Observer. See how this hawk is looking at the moon on this card? So basically, to me, it's telling that you need to bring in the energies of the moon. Moon represents intuition, emotion, relationships, illusion, imagination. But in this case, in terms of, in the context of relationships, emotion, go in your heart, bring in the energies of the moon into your life. That's what I'm getting from this card. I'm going to read out the message to you now. Observer. Essential messages: perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The oracle's message: most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring instead of only considering yourself. Consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You will be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will find indeed. Okay, so there's a relationship message tied to this card. It says, sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. So that was the message. It's incredible how this card confirmed everything that I've been saying just now. I feel so happy right now because the accuracy of the reading got just confirmed. Wow. So, pile number one, remember, don't let the echoes of an unresolved past experience hover over your now. And try to be patient and lend a fresh view to your partner, yourself, and lend a fresh view to the situation you're in now. Okay, let's look at the next oracle card. This is from Rumi's deck. It says arise, card number 13, arise. Look at this lady here. How similar the imagery that you have on this card. Look how she's sitting here with her face hidden, and the same imagery in here. The lady is sitting with her face hidden, and help and support is right here. Although because her face is hidden in her sorrow, she cannot see it, she cannot receive it. She might be receiving it subconsciously anyway, but she definitely cannot see it, and that increases her pain and suffering. How beautiful the similarity. Okay, let me read the message from the book now for you. Arise, wings of hope languish from lack of use. When wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell in your body is created to rise to challenges. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Don't sit at the bottom of the well, not caring about the salvation. Listen to the voice within calling to you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. Rumi. You're being asked to trust, to gently lay to rest the suffering that has been, perhaps because of what you have labeled as the failure, the doubt, the losses, and setbacks. They are so little in the greater scheme of you. Put them aside, allow them to rot and become fertilizer for life, but do not try to keep them alive beyond their earthly expiry date, lest you become tainted or poisoned by the rot. Let them go and instead focus on what is alive now. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a greater pathway opening up? This is truth. Blazing angel, this is truth. Take the step. So easy is it when the light of the heart is felt within. reminding you of your own divine nature. The world is here for you to experience so that you may realize divinity in its majesty, mystery, and love more so than ever. All serves that sacred purpose, so embrace it. Find your faith, be at peace, know that no matter what appears to be, all is well. You were so loved, it cannot even begin to be translated sufficiently into words, but it can be transmitted from my heart to yours, just as the sun catches dried tinder and sets it aflame. This oracle comes with a message for you. Arise. You have been downtrodden for long enough now. Perhaps you have been feeling defeated. My God, I said defeated before. Put down, underestimated, and walked over in mind, body, and spirit by others or your own doubts and fears. Enough now. You are liberated through the hope in your heart, the defiant optimism that bows your spirit and demands that you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up. It is your time. Wow, how beautiful that is. This one too confirmed what I have been saying so far, along with this one. They said the same thing and it has actually repeated the words that I was saying. Wow. So arise, my beautiful rays of sunshine. Open your heart to love now. Embrace your vulnerability and ride with pride now. I've got a little ritual for those of you interested in doing a ritual. I have pulled this card from my magic spells deck, and this is a tiny ritual. If you're interested, you can do it. I'm going to read the message to you. I hope you see the card. Yes. Goddess Body Blessing Balm. Wow. Your body will receive much attention during your lovemaking. So loving attention from you beforehand will consecrate the temple of your body. Take 1 cup of natural beeswax, chip it into a double broiler and heat very slowly and gently. Add 1/4 cup sesame oil and stir with a wooden spoon until the wax has melted and blended with the oil. Let it cool to skin temperature and add 8 drops of sandalwood oil, 5 drops lemon oil, 2 drops rose oil. Anoint yourself with the oil by dabbing a bit on your fingertip and then placing it on your heart, circling outward until your entire body is fully blessed. Well, that's a very sensual message. However, if you notice, this too is asking you to take steps towards your beloved. Give yourself, offer yourself wholly. So that's the message. Here, pile number 1, I end my reading for you. I hope you have enjoyed this reading and it could help you to identify how you can attract more love and affection towards yourself. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment below to support me. Also, please do consider subscribing. I will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay happy and loved always. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2. Thank you for giving me the permission to do a reading for you. Here's your reading. You have chosen raw rose quartz. Probably most of you already know rose quartz is the best crystal to attract love and attention and romantic love towards oneself. So this is your crystal. I hope you can have a good look at it already. Okay, so let's now look at your cards. These are the oracle cards, so we will look at them later in the end. Look at your tarot cards. The first one is guide. Then you have peacemaker, 2 of wands, okay. Then you have 5 of swords, king of cups, death, hermit. I'm going to arrange the cards properly and then I'll get back to you. I can't ignore the emphasis of the healer and teacher energy in this reading. Do you see guide and hermit both next to each other? You guys are the givers. You were born to give, or at least that's how you feel. You're introspective, mostly introvert. You contemplate on your life journey so far and give away. You give away your wise insights and opinions to loved ones and friends, perhaps sometimes without even being asked for it. You guys are very generous, you give away your time, your material possessions sometimes, your company when and if someone needs it. Your wisdom as well, you give it away. I have mentioned it already. You're probably that shoulder that people seek out when they need to cry on. The drawback, however, is that the very same shoulder is forgotten when everything is going fine in the world. That is to say, people forget to reciprocate to you. They ignore when you are the one that is asking for affection, attention, or even help. They basically forget you in their good times. But the phones start ringing again and the texts keep buzzing your phone relentlessly when someone is in search of a true friend or an acute listener. You're an extremely good listener. Have I mentioned it before? You're a very good listener. And that's a phenomenal quality and a significant one when one takes to the apprenticeship of life. It's possible that you guys are in teaching profession or some sort of a mentoring role in your respective jobs. If not working, you might as well be your family coach. I'm hearing the word scapegoat or black sheep with my last statement. So you're the weird ones of the lot. Quiet and sensitive type that everyone thinks, sometimes that you stop existing for them. You know what I mean? As if you don't have a mind to mind any nonsense that others around you are doing or saying or doing to you directly. You're this wise mystic that will digest and forgive everything around you. And you do. That's it. That is exactly who you are. And that's how you live your life without a mind to mind. It's not a fault. It's an excellent virtue. We must all have that. But in all that giving, where is the receiving part? Do you even feel that you're worthy of receiving at all? Someone once told me that if you don't know how to receive, probably you don't know how to give to. I don't know how far that is true, okay? But it is something definitely we all need to ponder over, especially by all the givers of our world. I think that there's some level of truth in it. When we fail to receive but don't hesitate on giving, perhaps every time we give something, we give with the expectation of receiving something in return. Perhaps this something is not a thing. It could be some sort of approval or acknowledgement, a thank you, a warm smile, a token of acknowledgement of our very own existence. Isn't that so? Really ponder over it and identify your true motive when you give something to someone next time. Be authentic. Don't hide yourself from yourself. And if you see that, yes, indeed, it's an approval that you're always seeking, approval of action, approval of your thoughtfulness, your attentiveness, or simply approval of your existence, do not blame yourself for it. Do not make this another excuse to find fault in yourself. Remember and know that all the so-called black sheep or scapegoats need this token of approval and they are hungry for it. Rather do what you have always done in your life. With that piece of information, go within, look inward, meditate upon it, perhaps, and you would see that it's a very human need. It's being a human who has an emotional self, and everyone around you is working day and night to receive this approval. Yes, including you. Then forgive. Forgive those that fail to listen to your silence. Forgive those who fail to notice your expectant eyes, the unsaid words from your tightly pursed lips, because ultimately that's how you can free yourself from this spell of ever giving and not receiving. When you forgive them, you will stop taking an issue at every unwise word or ignore a remark or an action from them. Your wisdom will tell you that to ignore such trivia and come back to your original essence, and that is the apprentice of life. You've always been someone that has always followed his or her heart, very connected to your innate wisdom, your intuition, and your heart yearns for that perfect companionship. You yearn for a friend, a lover, a disciple, and the ultimate teacher. Number two of wands. This is number two of wands. Two is for partnership. Wand is desire, passion, etc. You know that you have lots to offer to this special person or everyone around you. Look how he is holding his cup outward in a manner of offering, and that's all he has. He doesn't have anything else. That's all his possession. You know how to offer yourself, just like this figure here, just like this King of Cups here. But have you really learned how to receive someone when he or she too gives you wholly? How your abode is fanciful, with the illusions of celestial love, supreme courage, perpetual companionship. You know how to give, and I've said it before, and you also think that you're ready to receive them now. You're ready to receive love now. But what about forgiveness? Will you be able to forgive your loved one when he or she fails to compliment you exactly the way you need to be complimented? Will you accept your counterpart's not so divine look sometimes when divinity is your inner gown? Could you forgive the one when he or she makes you feel unwanted, unwelcome, rejected, small, weird, not included, or would you just hold a grudge or simply leave this person? If the answer is yes, you can and will forgive them, then why haven't you done so in your current life with your friends, family, allies, knowns, colleagues, people around you? Set an example now. But if your answer is no, if you think that that's the time when you must leave that relationship, then ask yourself, haven't you ever treated anyone the same way? Foolishly, ignorantly, unintentionally, not knowing? Do you expect to be out of his or her life for that silly gesture of yours? Many of you might disagree with me on this, but let me draw the example of an old couple, married for maybe 50 or 60 years. Don't we all marvel at their tenacity and patience? Do you think that they have always been loving and supportive, caring, or even attentive to each other all their life? You know the answer, right? So, what made them going forever? The word is forgiveness. It's time. Now that you have learned it, practice some to open your heart to start receiving love. When you forgive, you'll see anything or everything or everyone is beautiful, and they all have their unique expression to you, for you. They're all suffering in their own pain, nothing particularly against you. I know it doesn't sound so rosy or warm or beautiful, but it's true. They have nothing against you. It's just that they know that they can count on you, and hence they forget to count you. It's bad. It's really bad. I get it. I am one of them, so I completely get it. But a wise mind like you are really wise. You've got these two cards twice. A wise mind like you would know forgiving their trivia is the best way to reach happiness. Look at this peacemaker card here. It's you. This too is you. The spirit is asking you to make peace with everyone already. People that are around you, that is. And use your wisdom to ratio to the ones that need it, probably other scapegoats. Enough of this battle and conflicts with your loved ones. You see this Five of Swords, that represents conflicts and battle and worry and all of that, all mental conflicts. So end this mental conflict. Put down your sword now. Go back to your original real essence. Be the king of hearts that you are born to be. After all, how many do you think has the courage to offer the whole of oneself? You have, and hence you are special. Recognize your essence and end this mental war. This card, the sunset card here, is the death card in traditional tarot. It stands for endings, closing a cycle permanently, and also new beginnings. It's urging you to end this relentless inner conflicts, inner war that goes on within you, and forgive them. Look at how this sunset card, this hermit card, the faces on these cards, they're all looking at this Two of Wands card here, the card of partnership, companionship, new projects, passion, and all of that. And this the King of Hearts as well is looking upward towards the Two of Wands. So basically, your whole being is eager to receive love, to having this cup filled with love. And the key is held by him, who is you too again. So go within like you always do, find your flaws, accept them, then accept others. Forgive them. Just a little forgiveness will open your heart, your Anāhata chakra or heart chakra, the energy center responsible for giving and receiving love. For you guys, forgiveness is the key. Now let's look at the oracle cards. The first one is All That Glitters. Interesting. To me, it says that come out of all the illusions and deceptions that your mind has created, the idea of perfection, just because some ideas have been recognized as perfect, not necessarily they are better or comforting or even real for that matter. That is what it says to me. Now let me read the message from the book. All That Glitters, Essential Meanings. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. Okay, the oracle's message. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a state of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title, a position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the mask people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Interesting. Now this card also has a relationship message. I'm going to read it. Sometimes we try to become something we are not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden under the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seem so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. It's clear enough. Look into the inner glow of people around you. Ignore the superficial flaws or imperfections. Okay, neither should you wear any mask or any glitter to please others. That's the whole message. So see the authentic self in others and be your own authentic self. Next card is from the Rumi's deck. You've got a Sacred Phoenix Heart, card number 21. I don't really get anything from the imagery of this card, but I just love this Phoenix card, and you might know why. You might have noticed my profile picture, so I just love the word Phoenix. I am going to read from the book straight away. Perhaps you're scratching your head quizzically or are in deepest despair because you appear to have met a dead end or a frowning no or a dismissive laugh upon your quest to bring love alive. So then, do you choose to believe in love, or in the death of sorts your heart faces? Your heart shall rally. I choose death. Wow, it says death. I choose death because this is the portal to new life, and so it is wise, you see, but you must be brave. To be burned in love, by love, for love, will involve endurance of pain, but it will also place it in context. It is the shorter pain that is not compounded by erroneous thinking. Erroneous thinking. Wow. The pain comes and goes quite quickly when you realize that love is simply playfully smacking your wrist and saying, "Not that way, beloved. There are great pitfalls on that path. Come, take this one, where there shall be wine and dancing." So you are guided to accept the closed doors, the death, the pain, and to let it become tinder your fire. Cry whatever tears need to be cried so your tinder can be dry and ready to create the sparks your heart needs. That sacred phoenix, ready to die into life within you, is hungry for the fire. Let it feed so it can fulfill its potential, its divine destiny, and become born again into new form, more divinely aligned and alive than ever before. Such a beautiful message. There's still some more. This oracle comes with a message for you. You may feel as though you have been wandering in a desert for many years with no oasis in sight. You might have been through darkness, through trials, endured confusion and uncertainty as you sought for your truth, sought divine revelation, and sought your purpose to confirm your plans. Seek no more. The answers are now given, or very soon will be, and the life, the passion, the purpose, it will all come to you in clarity. So let the life come to you. Be prepared to let the old version of your life pass away into the new life now being born. What does this mean? This means letting go of your striving, your opinions, your doubts, your despair, and your fears. Life wants to happen through you, blazing angel. You don't have to do much other than get out of your own way. Love is your nature. Love is your nature, you see. Let it flourish, and life shall unfold accordingly. Hey guys, I need to refilm this part of the video. For some reason it got clipped again. So the last card is Love Spells. This is a card from my Magic Spells deck. This is for those of you that are interested in doing a tiny little ritual. It says Temple of Love. Wow, so beautiful, isn't it? You have Guide, Hermit, then Sacred Phoenix Heart, and now you have Temple of Love. So beautiful. Set up a small table and cover it with a red scarf or cloth. Adorn it with objects that signify love. Red candles, ruby-colored bowls, roses, a statue of Venus or Adonis, whatever stirs your feelings and senses. Give the area a good smudging with sage to purify the space, to refresh it for new beginnings. Anoint your candles with oil of neroli, gardenia, rose, and any scent that is redolent of romance to you. Light the candles and speak aloud. This room is my temple, my altar to love. I light the flame, I fan the flame. Each candle I burn is a wish I desire and will be desired in return, and so it is. Wow. Another beautiful card. Wow, how perfect this charm is. I desire and will be desired in return. So beautiful. If you ask me, I would replace the will be part with am. So instead of saying I will be I will be loved in return, I am desired in return, and I am loved in return. All beautifully connected. I love this reading. Here, pile number 2, I end my reading for you. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to let me in your so introvert inner selves. I hope you have enjoyed this reading and it has led you to love and forgiveness. Please don't forget to like, share and comment below to support me. Also, do consider subscribing. I will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay loved and happy always. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Thank you for giving me the permission to do a reading for you. Here's your reading. You have chosen a tumbled heart-shaped rose quartz. Rose quartz is a crystal that is good for our heart chakra. It helps us to to attract love and affection and attention towards ourselves, and it also helps us to share the same with others. It's a beautiful crystal, isn't it? Okay, that's your crystal. These are the oracle cards, so we will look at them later. These are your tarot cards. You've got Dancer, then Seeker, Hangman, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and Nine of Cups. Wow, beautiful. I'm going to arrange the cards and then I'll get back to you. A beautiful mix of pentacles, 2 pentacles and 2 cups, and 1 major arcana. Wow, interesting. Pentacles stand for material possessions and pleasures, and cups domain the realm of emotions and relationships. So I feel like most of you are in your 30s in your group. This card, Dancer, tells me that you possess quite a mix of experiences ranging from all aspects of your life. You've been out in the world for a bit longer than usual, and perhaps most of you have had your focus outward as well. That is to say, on gathering external success, material pleasures. You've put in a lot of hard work, discipline, plans, strategies to be there where you are today. The social status that you have earned has taken your vital years and vital life force energy through so far. Most of you have done really well financially, that is. And, well, I'm not speaking to the millionaires here in my reading, but you know what I mean. A steady, stable, a bit surplus financial situation you are in. You have delved into the idea of social celebrations too a lot, parties, clubs, groups, and have met many people. Perhaps many of you are married as well, or you're with a long-term partner is what I'm picking up. However, at this point of your life, you realize that your life feels empty. You missed out on the matters of the heart. You have driven your life so far with logic, reasoning, intellect, things or tools one needs to, cut through the competition in order to find one's position in a crowd. But those tools do not earn the love of your life, be it a man or a woman. The intellect doesn't earn you love. Experiences gathered so far have made you far wiser than you used to be probably about 10 or 15 years ago. Now you want to take a break or perhaps move away from this outward success-oriented concept to a more heart-centric life. You somehow have come to realize the importance of having relationships or that special someone. I have a feeling that you guys are Capricorn, or maybe most of you are. If not, the Capricorn sign is in an important house which has made you prioritize money and material success over everything else in life. However, now the subtler and finer elements of life are calling you. You're seeking emotional fulfillment at this stage of your life. You are beginning to stop or pause, contemplate on your past experiences, introspect and retrospect, trying to perceive your own reflection, to look here how this lady is looking at her reflection in the mirror. So, and the same is happening with you too. Now you're trying to perceive your own reflection to come to some meaning of your life or the significance of your individual existence. The energy I'm receiving from this card is about your personal outlook in life isn't really hard or rough. This position is for the signifier card, so it tells me that you're rather balanced in terms of social standards. You guys are the normal ones. You do what's logical and sensible, things that are tried and tested. You think 1,000 times before plunging into something new. You're not much of a risk taker in terms of innovation or a brand new business venture. You go slow and steady, matching your footsteps with that of others, watching everyone else, that is, observing their success and failure before you make up your mind. You enjoy the physical possessions or material comfort as well as the company of friends, family, loved ones. It is not only about physical possessions and money and wealth, okay? You also enjoy people. You are quite balanced in those ways. What you feel missing in your life right now is the depth of feelings and emotions in your intimate relationships, and it includes both platonic and romantic relationships. Okay, it's the depth that you're missing. While I am doing this reading, I feel tired. So probably you guys too feel tired in your life. Most of you. Probably all that running and chasing your financial goals and not feeling emotionally fulfilled have left you feeling tired. In some cases, I'm hearing exhausted. Looking at these three cards, this Hangman, Dancer, and Six of Pentacles, I'm honestly picking up that you've always been more inclined towards the outer success. Look how the Hangman, this card, this person here, how this man is looking downwards towards monetary investment, making money, financial stability. I'm hearing securing the future. So your focus has never been love, emotion, passion, or even intimate relationships. So how would you expect yourself to receive love from people around you? Or perhaps you did receive love and support and help, but you fail to recognize that gesture of love because you're too busy chasing your financial objectives. Or maybe when you did recognize it, you were too occupied with your career objectives and you simply ignored the source of this love and affection. Perhaps most of you don't even indulge in any form of art or artistic endeavor, whatever it is, writing, painting, singing, whatever. You don't practice any of that. That doesn't mean that you don't enjoy art, okay? You have this Nine of Cups and Hangman here, which are telling me you do have a sensible emotional side of you. It's just that you don't indulge in that aspect much because you simply don't have the time. You were too busy updating yourself with the latest technology in your trade or personal growth and ways of being respected and accepted by the society. Or you're simply busy exercising, The focus is always physical. Now, however, you are losing that spirit and a feeling of emptiness inside is coming up. You're getting more in touch with your inner moon, intuition, the feminine aspect of you is what I'm referring to here. Perhaps all this virus and pandemic have made you look back and you have made some deep, interesting discoveries about yourself. I also feel bored, like I'm picking up your mental states, basically. You guys are bored in life as well, I think. You have no idea as to what you want from others or for yourself in terms of relationships, I mean. I'm not including the financial sector now. Probably not all of you, but although quite a few of you, you're very much invested in your financial projects and are quite happy and excited about the outcomes. However, that is not the case in the matters of the heart. The guidance I'm receiving for you guys is very simple. If you want to receive love, put your focus in that direction. Not 100%. You don't need to think of love, love, love or a special person day and night, but you can definitely bring in a balance between your financial goals and emotional relationships. Relationships do not run on money or physical or social status, okay? The currency is emotion in the matters of relationships. Look at this card here. This lady has everything. Well, let's just call it the figure. This person has everything by now. She is sitting on a green dragon. Her surroundings are green. Green is the color of money, and pentacles also represent money. Her hands are full with material possessions. There's a house in the background as well. Do you see? There's a house in the background. Gems are hanging over her, and this is you. You have achieved what you wanted to financially, haven't you? Why chase them with 100% of your energy even now then? I mean, end of the day, it's your choice, but if you really want love, look at this card. Here, this figure is lost in thoughts, watching her reflection, same as in the Seeker card here. Water represents emotions and relationships. So do cups. It feels like she isn't satisfied. She isn't sure why exactly, but she is preoccupied with thoughts of unfulfillment and kind of waiting. This too is you. If you want to have a loving and caring relationship, like invest your emotions like how you did for your financial goals back in the past. Remember to acknowledge the gestures of love, support, help. For example, a meal, a few supportive words, a phone call from a concerned friend or family member. Don't look at them as normal or routine or their responsibilities towards you. Basically, no one has no responsibility to you. You're an adult now. They are giving you tokens of love because they care about you. That's all. And it's time now you do the same. Buy gifts when the occasion calls for it. Don't wait for a special occasion. Someone told me, why gift a special something on birthdays? Birthdays are normal. They come back every year. The question is, when is the special occasion then? What comes only once? Death? So is death the right occasion for you to give something special to your special someone or the people around you that care about you? Pile 3, you decide. I'm not your guide. I'm only an informer. But really, isn't it time for you to make each day special for you and also the people that care about you with all that wealth that you have gathered over the years? I leave it up to you to find the answer. Now let's look at your oracle cards. The first one being deep knowing. I hope you can see the card. It tells me to connect with your inner moon. Moon is for intuition. And this owl here, owl is the bird for nights. They can see in the dark. So pay attention even when it's not bright enough. There's a moon and stars. So the energy is very celestial about this card. Okay, I'm going to read the message from the book now. Deep knowing. Essential meanings. Intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, hypersensitivity. The oracle's message. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. You are given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind of 5 senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. Okay, there's a relationship message with this card as well. I'm going to read it out to you. There are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you are connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. Beautiful message. Now pay attention to all the people in your life right now and the new one as well, whoever walks into your life. Treat them with love and attention to receive the same. Next oracle card is from Rumi. Let's see what you have here. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Card number 32. Yeah, you see, beautiful imagery, beautiful picture. Wow. Okay, let me read the message again from the book. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yes. Rumi. So, will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey that is to be for you! So much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary awaits you. You who are asked to drink from the generous cup the great beloved is bringing towards your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel, or if the world around you ceases to understand you? Could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendor at the beauty of life? This is a party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes. But over and over again, beloved, surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honor and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some inhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come, put aside that seriousness for a moment or more and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the color of love. Wow, beautiful message, isn't it? So let loose, pile number 3. Go dance, enjoy life, cherish the subtler realities and elements of life. It only confirms what I have been saying so far, isn't it? I've also pulled this love spells card from my magic spells deck for those of you interested in doing a tiny little ritual to attract more love and affection in your life. It says Merry Meet Attraction Ritual. I hope you can see it well. Okay, it says try this surefire attraction spell. Take a man-shaped mandrake root commonly available at herbalist and metaphysical shops, or any statue, photograph, or figure of a man or woman. Place it on your altar and surround it with red and pink rose petals and candles. Place 2 goblets of red wine beside this arrangement and burn candles every night for a week starting on Friday, Venus's day. Sip from one of the goblets and recite, Merry stranger, friend of my heart, merry may we meet again. Hail, fair fellow, friend well met. I share this wine and toast you, as we merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. That's your charm. Here, pile number 3, I end my reading for you. It was a pleasure doing a reading for you wealthy people, wealthy at heart and wealthy also financially. I hope you have enjoyed your reading and it has led you home. Please don't forget to like, share and comment below, and also please do consider subscribing to support me. I will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay healthy and happy and loved always. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay.